What do puppets, living paycheck to paycheck, and investing have in common? I'm Shannon.
I'm Sobair, and today we're going to look at some of your most asked financial questions to celebrate Financial Literacy Month.
All right, Sobair, how do you save if you're living paycheck to paycheck?
That's a great question. I think often we have that question where members say they can't save if they're living paycheck to paycheck because they depend on every single dime that comes in.
Mm-hmm.
We have such a great solution here at FAIRWINDS, Change It Up, where you can save in small increments, which is awesome. So what I love about that is it's saving basically the coins that you get every day with making your everyday transactions. It's kind of like the electronic version of when my parents would put in coins into like their glass jars and kind of save it at the end of the year or at the end of the couple years, they kind of roll it all up and take it to the bank.
My little tip for living paycheck to paycheck is just reviewing your spending and making sure that you're getting the most out of every dollar that you spend. So reviewing your insurance, reviewing your car loan, just the tiny things really do add up. And if you're spending too much, it's a really great way to kick that.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Shannon, how can I still have fun while I'm saving for something?
I am all about fun. So I think it's really empowering whenever you do maybe make a goal to save up. Okay, I'm going on this trip with my girlfriends. And so you make a savings account specifically for that and you watch it go up every time. And maybe, give yourself a little pat on the back when you do meet those like tiny milestones. But at the end of the day, there's no better feeling than reaching a goal that you set for yourself. So you can have fun all throughout the time.
Absolutely, I agree. I've seen many different types of goal-based savings, and there's oftentimes we're saving for many different things.
Yeah.
Whether it's a vacation or the holidays, those little milestones that you reach, it is kind of a nice pat on the back. Because like you said, saving in small increments will add up over time.
Yep.
With the housing market being a little crazy right now, are there any ways you can save money?
Yeah, so you talked about saving a home or maybe saving up when you're a couple. So our first time home buyer savings account, I did it when I was first saving up for my house. I had it for about 2 years. And as long as you put $100 a month into it for at least 12 months, FAIRWINDS gives you $1,500 cash back towards the purchase of your home when you finance with them. So I was like, why not? Free money.
It's free money.
Makes sense.
I think when you're buying a home, every penny counts, right? Every penny counts towards your closing costs, towards your down payment. So I love that FAIRWINDS is doing the work for me, and I can benefit from that.
Yeah. What age should you start teaching your kids about money?
I say as soon as possible.
Absolutely.
Right now, my nephew is 4 years old.
Aww.
So it's super important because all he wants is candy and toys.
Yes.
So teaching them the responsibility of buying candy and toys is super important, whether it's through chores or having them earn the money or having a piggy bank or even a toy cash register. I think it's those little things that start teaching them about counting money and even banking.
Yeah, so I love using cash and coins, but afterwards you get all the change.
Yeah.
So I bought, for my friend's kid, I bought them like a little piggy bank and it separates them into save, spend, invest, and share. So they then have to choose, okay, where am I gonna put my coins that Auntie Shannon gave me? I'm gonna put it over here. And I was like, are you sure you don't wanna share with me? And they're like, absolutely not. So I do my best, I try, but.
I think it really makes them think about it.
It does, yeah. So starting that early and the importance of money and the responsibility of money, I think it's never too early.
Yeah, absolutely. Financial literacy, I just, starting from so young, it will build them as they get older.
Yeah.
One of the things I love that we did here at FAIRWINDS is we volunteered with Michelle Puppets, and we were making a video, an entire dance, a song, where we taught school-aged children the importance of financial literacy, so the importance of saving and using your money wisely. Shannon, I've been wanting to get involved with investing, but I'm not sure where to begin. How do I start?
I was exactly the same way. So I did speak to one of our financial advisors at FAIRWINDS and I asked him, what can I do? And a really cool thing that FAIRWINDS came out with recently, it was EasyVest. And just like the name, super easy. It's you can start it with at least $200. to open it up, and then you just answer a really quick, easy questionnaire, kind of telling you where you're at and what your goals are and how aggressive you want to be or non-aggressive, and it will pre-pick your investments for you so you don't have to think about it, because I'm not the expert. I'm not going to do that. So I started with $200, and then I also set up a $50 transfer every month or every paycheck to go into it again. So hopefully soon I'll have enough to actually sit down with my financial advisor and invest with him later. So I'm really excited.
I agree. Oftentimes we don't know where to start, especially if it's not your forte. So for me, I have no idea. I don't want to even pretend or sit there and learn about it. So I think it's very important to sit down with a financial advisor, getting that knowledge, seeing exactly where you're at, your goals. But I think it's a great first step of starting small, and it's doable for everyone. So it's not just a specific group of membership, if that makes sense, or if you're in a specific bracket. So I do love that it's easy for everyone to take advantage of EasyVest.
Yeah. All right, this one's an easy one for me. Okay. This one's easy. Do you need to carry a balance on your credit card to improve your credit?
Oh, that's a common myth. Yes.
Busted. No, you do not need to carry a balance on your credit card. Use it every now and then, get your points, get your cash, and then pay it off every single month. Keep it easy, keep it simple.
I agree. Earn the benefits, pay it off at the end of the month. It's going to positively affect your credit score.
Yep. The only thing that I could also say is your oldest card, keep it active.
Yes.
Buy a tank of gas, buy some gum, keep it active, pay it off right away, but just do not let it close.
Absolutely, I agree. Shannon, what's the most common money question that you get asked?
Ooh, I get a lot of when should I do certain things? Like, should I buy a house now? I think that's a common one that I get all the time, especially right now in today's market, is like, maybe I should wait to buy a house and see what the market does. You can't time the market. You don't know what's going to happen. So if it's the right time for you, if you have your savings in place and you've done like the small steps beforehand, then I think that, if you're ready, you're ready. And then later down the road, if you get a high interest rate now, later down the road, if interest rates go down, you can always refinance. There's always a solution later on. You just have to put in the work now.
I agree. Honestly, I feel like for me, a common question that I get, because I travel all the time, and my family members or friends, and they're always like, hey, how you travel? Like, how are you affording it? I think it's super important to have those goal-based savings, because you could, of course, can save the money little by little, if that means automating your savings for $25 or $50 bi-weekly as you get paid. Eventually, in a few months or a year, you'll have a good amount to kind of go on a really cool vacation.
Yeah.
So whatever those goals are, I think just saving for them.
I think the hardest part is waiting.
Yes.
So when you have to tell yourself, if like you're asking yourself a serious financial question and the answer is wait, not right now, that's the hardest part about it. But just think about it, how great it's going to be when you actually can do it, and it's like worry free because you did the work.
It's patience, right?
Yeah,
we all want it now, but patience is super important.
Since you started working for FAIRWINDS, is there a funny or inspirational story that you are most proud of?
Oh, I have a great inspirational story. I'll kind of give you a little background information. So oftentimes we hear those stories where we're in a drive-through line and someone pays for our food or our coffee in front of us. That kind of makes our day, and it's kind of a nice start to our day. It's kind of a great act of kindness or a great way of paying it forward. In our branches, I've seen one of the coolest things that have happened with our members, and a younger member actually. So I had a member that came in and she wanted to open an account for her son, and another member kind of overheard the conversation, and he actually gave her $50, and he told her, hey, when I was younger, my parents brought me into the bank, they opened a savings account for me, and someone gave me $50. So I wanted to pay it forward and deposit $50 into his account. And as he gets older, please share the story so he pays it forward as well. So I loved that this member did that, because not only was it an act of kindness, but also it's such a positive image in that younger member's mind now. Like, I went to the bank, someone gave me $50 to put into my account. It's such a positive image that when he grows up, he's going to do the same thing.
Yeah, what a way to live generously.
Absolutely,
I love that.
Absolutely.
I've been with FAIRWINDS for 10 years now, and they put so much time and effort into creating a positive culture that everybody that they hire into, I become friends with. I definitely have long-lasting friendships for the rest of my life.
I agree.
Yeah.
It's just inspiring. Absolutely.
Thanks for joining us, and make sure you follow, like, and subscribe to FAIRWINDS on social media, and visit fairwinds.org for more financial tips.